Hello guys, how are you? This is Coach Portia. I am sitting here with a demo client today, and she has graced us with her presence. It's one that I've seen for quite a while, so she's very familiar with this. You will not see her face, however you may see her legs or her hands every now and again. Again, this is a demo session. This is not rehearsed. I will go over from beginning to end a little bit what Coach Portia does, and then I will speak with our client. Is there any specific name you want to be called today? No?
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to handle this session as though this is a session that you guys aren't here. All right. So for recording purposes, though, I will go over in the agreements that this is being recorded, which my client is well aware of. And again, she's graced her presence before us today. So this is an actual routine session. So we are going to jump right into it for the sake of time. Sessions usually run anywhere from 40 minutes less or 40 minutes to an hour. So if at any point we go a little bit overboard, I may stop it just so we can continue. But I will probably look for about 30 minutes just because this is being recorded. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, and then we can always pick up after.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go over agreements in this moment. Again, this is a coaching demo. This is a little bit about parts work and what we do in a parts work transformation holistic session. Here we go. Hello. Thank you for your presence before me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm just going to go over a few agreements just in this moment, just to remind you that we are in front of an audience. You have the right of confidentiality, which means I don't need to know your whole story. Okay? We don't have to take care of the audience. The audience takes care of themselves. We are here to focus directly on you and this moment in time. You are aware that this is being recorded?
Yes.
And you are definitely okay with this recording?
Yes.
This recording will probably be seen on many platforms. Are you also okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you again for
You're
that.
welcome.
This is a sacred space that we create between us. How's the distance?
It's great.
Okay. You're nice and comfortable?
Yes.
Good. For the sake of the session has already been paid for by many of the audience who either gives not a donation, but contribute into Sit, Sip, Chat, and Brew, or through RSIC, which you know what that is, Restoration Restoration, what is it?
Restoration Springs Interdenominational Church.
Yes, either by that, through the bishop, thankful for him, and or by some of the many people that actually say, hey, Coach Portia, I see what you do. Here's $10 toward someone else's session. So your session is paid for. We've taken care of that business.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you could also ask me any question you want. This is an open platform. Again, I don't need to know the whole story to get to the heart of your situation, but we will continue to vibe and interact with one another as though this is a conversation. You know that you've sat before me several times,
yes.
So we're going to go through some meditation, and we're going to get to the heart of what your parts need to speak to you. Okay, so we will be able to go in and speak to your parts as well as you speak with the parts as well. How are you in this moment?
I'm good.
Okay, I see something going on here. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So at any time as well, adding to the agreements, we can cut this off just so we can have a good quality session.
Okay.
Okay, so just keep that in mind as
Okay.
well. And if there's something that you want to ingest in, again, you can always go internally to answer those questions. We will hold space and time for you to do that.
Okay.
Okay? All right. How are you in this moment?
I'm good.
Okay. We'll just keep doing a check-in
Okay.
because there are some really good things going on.
It's happiness.
It's happiness. I could see it. I see it in your cheeks, and I see it about your forehead and in your chin. It's very good.
I feel good.
Good. So we're going to, in that feel-good moment, we're just going to take a few deep breaths. Are you okay with those breaths?
Yes.
Okay. We're just going to take a few deep breaths and go in and out. And I will go through the wisdom of your body just so we can sort of shake off our day. We were in traffic to travel here. And we're just going to bring ourselves into the present moment. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. 3 deep breaths in, getting all the way to the torso, letting it out as you will, out through the mouth. Again, in and out. Bringing our bodies into the present moment. Tuning out all that is outside of us and outside of this room, and bringing ourselves present in front of each other as we continue to breathe in deeply, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Relaxing our facial muscles, relaxing our neck and shoulders down into the arms as we breathe. Bringing that awareness down into the heart space, into the torso, feeling the weight of ourselves in our seats as we trust the process of that holds us in this moment. As we breathe in and out, bringing that breath deep into the thighs, into the knees, down in and through the calves, into the ankles, relaxing in the moment, down into the feet, feeling the energies underneath the feet, and whisper to yourself, I am grounded in happiness. And we'll sit in this just for a few moments. And you let me know when you want to come out of this trance as we sit, silence and trance. Spirit is present. Caress his amazing thoughts as we breathe. And you let me know when you want to come out of the stance. You're good. So what brings you before me in this moment? What is it that's on your heart? Do you want to catch me up on anything since the last time I've seen you?
Strength.
Strength. You're giving me a word. Is this the word you want to explore today?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's just sit in that strength just for a moment. How are you feeling towards strength in this moment?
Positive.
Mm. What's positive about strength?
I didn't fall.
Oh, you didn't fall. There's a part that is willing to celebrate that. Is there something you'd like to do in this moment?
Yes.
Okay. Ask the part that wants to celebrate. Ask it, how does it want to celebrate?
It's Ladybug.
Oh, hi Ladybug. How are you?
She's good.
Okay. Thank her for her presence.
Ladybug, thank you for your presence.
What is it Ladybug would like to celebrate when it comes to the part that didn't fall? Ask her, what would she like to celebrate?
What would you like to celebrate that you didn't fall?
That you didn't.
That you didn't fall.
That I didn't. Well, how would you like to celebrate that I didn't fall?
How would you like to celebrate how I didn't fall?
Correct.
She said party.
Ooh. Ask Ladybug, what would party look like in this moment?
What would party look like in this moment? She said dancing and singing.
Oh. So allow Ladybug to do what she feels in this moment, and I take it that she's very present.
Yes.
So why don't you just be with her in just a moment's time and celebrate your win. Celebrate the not falling. Be with that part. And I'll give you a moment in time just to be with Ladybug and just celebrate in any way that she deems the celebration should occur. So I'll give you a moment in time, a whole space for you to be with that moment. Ask Ladybug, how does she feel towards strength in this moment?
Ladybug, how do you feel about strength in this moment? Excited.
Excited. How's the part that wanted to celebrate? Is that part satisfied with the way Ladybug wanted the celebration to go?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to celebrate when it comes to the not falling part?
Ladybug, is there anything else you need to celebrate for the not falling part? She said she needs a water pistol.
She likes her water pistols. Ask her what else does she need.
What else do you need? That's it.
Oh. Ask Ladybug if the water pistol could speak, what would it say?
If the water pistol can speak, what would it say, Ladybug?
When it comes to your strength.
When it comes to my strength. Party on.
There's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot to celebrate. Ask the part that didn't fall. Is that part present in this moment?
Yes.
How do you feel toward that part in this moment? The part that didn't fall.
Very, very happy.
Why don't you share that with that part and see what happens with it? Just speak to it. Let it know that you're happy, you're celebrating with it. Give it your heart in this moment and see what else happens with it.
The part that didn't fall, I'm very happy that you didn't fall. You were holding on for me, and I thank you.
What's his reaction when you're done? Just keep going if there's more.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, is that what the part said?
Yes.
Ask that part, is there any other thing it needs from you in this celebratory essence? In your words.
Is there anything else you need for me while we're celebrating?
Or from Ladybug.
Or from Ladybug that we haven't dealt with? Just keep holding on.
Oh. Ask it if we can go to that one that wants to hold on and see if it's okay.
Can we go to the one that's holding on? Is that okay? Yes.
Okay. Ask the one that's holding on if it has any wisdom for you in this moment.
The one that's holding on, do you have any wisdom for me at this moment?
When it comes to strength.
When it comes to strength. Keep doing what you're doing.
Ask it, does it have anything else it needs to share with you? Out loud or in silence. Just see if it answers.
Do you have anything else for me at this moment? Just keep holding on.
Okay. Ask one last time for any wisdom.
Do you have any wisdom for me at this time?
We just want to be certain that it's fully seen, fully heard. Just be with that part.
keep saying, just keep holding on.
Okay. Ask that part if there's something else it's protecting and see what it says.
Is there something else you're protecting?
When it comes to my strength.
When it comes to my strength. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank it for its presence.
Thank you for your presence.
Ask it one last time. Are you fully seen and fully heard? And see what it says.
Are you fully seen and are you fully heard? Yes.
Okay. Ask, is there any part it needs to take away from itself?
Is there any part that needs to be taken away from itself? Not that they can think of.
Okay, they. Okay.
Yeah, it's split in two.
It's split in two. How close are they together, or how far apart? What is the distance in inches or feet? Or miles even, I'm not sure.
About 6 inches.
Okay. That 6-inch space, is it a space?
It's a space.
Do you see like a gap there?
A little bit of a gap.
Ask the two, could you speak to that gap and see what happens?
The two that are separated, can I
speak to the gap?
Can I speak to the gap? Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure if you want to give that a name, that gap, that 6 inches.
Gap is fine.
Okay. Ask Gap, is there anything it needs from you in this moment?
Gap, is there anything you need from me at this moment? It's not saying anything.
Okay. Ask it, does it need a moment?
Do you need a moment? Yes.
Okay. So allow the two, what's happening with the dual beings? What's happening?
They're
with
talking back and forth.
Okay. Allow the conversation. Are they talking to themselves or to the 6-inch part?
They're talking to the gap.
Okay. Allow that to be. And be as you were a butterfly on the wall and see if there's any wisdom there you could pick up in the conversation. And I'll hold a space and time for you to just listen, watch.
Interesting.
What happened?
One wanted to hold on and the other one wanted to fall.
Oh. Hold on to what? What is it? What
The
are they holding on
strength.
to? Oh,
One wanted to give up.
I see. The one that wanted to give up, what is it doing now?
Just running around.
Oh. Ask it, does it have any fears in this moment?
Do you have any fears in this moment running around part? Unsure.
It's unsure. Ask it to ask the unsure part if it will soften back and see what happens.
The unsure part, can you soften back?
Ask the part, the running around part, to ask the unsure part to soften back.
The runaround part, can you ask the unsure part to soften back?
And see what happens.
It's going back.
Okay. Ask the running around part again. Does it have any fears when it comes to your strength?
Runaround part, do you have any fears when it comes to my strength? Giving up.
Oh. So the part that wanted to give up, I see. Ask it for me, because I'm curious. Just say, why didn't you give up?
Why didn't you give up?
I just want to see what it says.
I've come too far.
Oh. Ask it, what does the running around mean to it?
What does the running around mean to it?
To you.
To me.
No, to it.
To
you.
To you.
Mm-hmm.
What does the running around mean to you?
Just see what it says.
A little bit confused.
I see. The part that held on, the other part, the dual, the part that held on, ask it if it has any words for that one and see what happens.
The held on part, do you have any words of wisdom for the part that wanted to give up? Hold on a little tighter.
Okay. Is the part that held on protecting that part? Just ask it.
The part that held on, are you protecting
The one that was unsure.
The one that was unsure? A little bit.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Allow the two to have a conversation again. Just let them finish their conversation. And in the meanwhile, see what's happening to the gap. Just see if there's any more wisdom that the strong part, has for the one that wasn't sure, the one that was running around. See if it has just any more wisdom. Just one last time.
The one that held on told the one to give up, we can do this together.
Good. And he obviously believed it. It obviously believed it.
Yes.
Ask them both, what is the gap? Just ask. See if one of them answers.
What is the gap? The diving board.
Oh. Ask, what does that mean? What does it represent?
What does that represent, the diving board? If you don't risk jumping, you will never get hurt, but you won't be refreshed.
If you don't risk jumping, you will never get hurt,
But you'll never be refreshed.
but you'll never be refreshed. How is that settling with you in this moment? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Just sit in those words, powerful words of wisdom. Just sit in that in this moment and see where that may be settling for you in and or around your body.
I feel like a tingling all over.
I feel it. And I feel it more so here, my hands first, and then I feel it in my calves. I'm not sure where you're feeling it.
I feel it all in here and on the tops of my fingers.
Okay, I feel it and it's getting stronger. Let's just sit in that for a moment. And ask that part while you're sitting, is there anything else?
Is there anything else? Don't give up.
Ask the gap, how does it want to be celebrated? Because I see it here. Is there anything else it needs?
Gap, is there anything else you need? Jump already.
Jump already. How's the dual beings before you jump?
They're good.
Does the gap want to jump itself?
Do you want to jump yourself, Gap?
Or does it want you to do something?
Or do you want me to do something? It wants me to jump.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank it for its wisdom.
Thank you for your wisdom.
How is it reacting?
It's closing.
The gap's closing?
The gap's closing.
Before it closes, invite something into it that you need in this moment when it comes to the jump.
I invite peace into the
Gap in this moment.
in this moment. I invite joy into the gap in this moment.
Invite a little faith there.
I invite faith into the gap in this moment.
And for any remaining portions of the gap, if there's one there, release the gap, that part. Let it know that it's done its job, and release it into one of 5 places: the air, the sun, the ocean, the ground, or into a very safe place where you could visit it again. Where would that be? Ask it if there's one.
Gap, is there a place where you would like to go
As you become small.
as you become smaller? Into your heart.
Oh, allow it. It's going into a safe place. Are you open for that?
Yes.
Okay. So let it know I invite you
I invite you into my heart
in this moment.
in this moment.
And let me know when that's complete.
It's like a big rainbow going in.
Oh, allow the rainbow. How are the two?
They're good.
Are they one again or just
Yes, they're
separate?
one again.
Okay. Invite something into them as well while the rainbow's occurring. The rainbows, what colors do you see?
I see red, blue, purple, green, orange, yellow, indigo.
Pick a color and we'll invite that color into the dual beings that are now one.
Purple.
Purple, spirit. So invite more spirit into I don't know what you want to call them, into that part. The ones that's-
Dory.
Okay. So name them as you have and say, I invite spirit into, and I invite spirit into the other one as well.
I invite spirit into Joe. I invite spirit into Ray.
In this moment.
In this moment.
See how they respond.
They're happy.
Okay. Is there anything else for those? The gap and the part, the dual beings.
Is there anything else? They're good.
How's Ladybug in this moment?
She's still happy. She wants to get a hold of the water gun.
Ask her what color will the water gun be since there's the rainbows happening. Ask her. I'm just curious as to what color she would choose.
What color would you choose for for your water gun? She said blue.
Blue, the color of calm, comfort. Invite that into Ladybug and into her water pistol in this moment.
Ladybug, I invite calm into you and into the water pistol in this moment.
And see if the water pistol has its own preference as well. Just have her ask it. Do you have a preference of a color? See what happens.
Ladybug, can you ask the water gun if it has a preference of color? Blue's fine.
No. How's the part that wanted to celebrate? How's that part?
Still celebrating.
Good. Just allow it to sit in that celebratory essence. And if there are any colors, if you still see the rainbow, if there's any colors, just gift some of the colors to that part as well.
Celebratory part, I invite blue into you. I invite purple into you. I invite orange into you.
Comfort.
Yellow, green, and blue.
Joy, healing, and more comfort.
In this moment.
In this moment. How's your heart space since you invited that?
It's good.
Okay. And how are you in this moment?
Very good.
Let's just sit in that apex of the moment of celebrating your win. Give yourself that excellence that you are so afforded for yourself and for your parts. You've worked long, you've worked hard. There's nothing to do now but to simply be. There's no work to be done but to simply sit in the celebration of the moment. I see balloons in all colors. I see the blue water gun shooting more calm. Praise the moment. Thank the parts. Invite anything else into yourself and into your strength in this moment of celebration for future preference. Is there anything else in this moment?
No.
Do you feel complete?
Yes.
Do you feel like this session is over?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to share your celebratory essence in small words or no?
Amazing.
Amazing. I thank you and your parts for sitting before me this moment. How would you like to begin to close out the session?
Breathing.
Breathing. Okay. Do you want to go through the wisdom of the body or just breathe?
We could do the wisdom of the body.
Okay. So this time I'm going to go from the bottom up. Is that okay?
Yes.
And this time, because there's that celebratory essence there, you know that funnel that we usually have at the top of our heads? When we get to the top, I want you to just blow out, and whatever essence you will that's holding itself in your body, just give it back. Give that celebratory back to the heavens, back to its source, its true source, whatever that is to you. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to go through the wisdom of the body, and we're going to give it back to its true foundation. You're so deserving of this moment, you and your parts. So we're going to take a few deep breaths in and out, and I'll quickly go through the wisdom of the body because I feel like it needs to release. Do you feel like that?
Yes.
Okay. Does it need to release on its own without the wisdom or without going through the body?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need the body. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Always in through the nose and out through the mouth. Filling the torso with air. Allowing the breath, the ancient first breath. As we sit, silence and trance, Spirit is present. Caress His amazing thoughts. As we bring the foundation of happiness and celebration from the feet into the toes, into the ankles, grabs all of the energy. Continue to move it upward through the calves, into the knees, into the thighs, into the weight of your seat, bringing that awareness into the torso and up through the spine, from the fingertips up through the forearms, into the shoulders, up through the neck, just at the chin, into the tongue, up through the nasal passage, in and from the jawbones and ears, meeting the nasal passage, up and in through the skull, through the brain and through the skull into the openness. And simply give that happiness back into the atmosphere. Allow the warmth of reciprocation. It's the foundation of true essence where it belongs. We give it back as we know it will be reciprocated back into the person, into the parts. As the fullness of rainbows and colors escape into the heaven of heavens, into the atmosphere of grace and mercy, into the pit of the heavens and beyond, and reciprocating back into the fullness of the one who celebrates, into the fullness of all of your parts. As we sit in the moment and continue to be one with the breath, one with the one who takes care of all. There's nothing to do but celebrate. There's nothing to do but allow strength. There's nothing to do but to breathe in this moment. And you let me know when you want to come out of that. I want to thank you again for sitting before me, and the homework is to continue to celebrate. Continue to celebrate. Check on that heart space and dive. Take the dive. And I'll check on you in a few days, okay?
Okay.
All right. This now ends this session. Thank you so much for your presence and for watching this video as we continue to experience parts. For more information on parts work, please visit sitsipchat.com, which I will put in the description box, as well as feel free to reach out to me, 203-350-6779 for your parts work experience. One love. Thank you for your presence.